Hey everyone, it's Leslie, the school programs coordinator here at the North Carolina Zoo, here today for another episode of Zoo Science. And today it's going to be all about the science of birding. One thing that's really great about watching any animals is that you're using the scientific process every single time you're trying to figure something out. You're stating a question, what is that? You are collecting all of the information that you can about it, and then you're coming up with a solution or an answer as to what that bird is based on the evidence that you just put together. And birding is really great because it's probably one of the easier things that you can do to get yourself involved in nature. You don't necessarily have to be outside to bird. If you have a window that you can look through, birds are pretty much everywhere. Now, if you're looking for a more diverse range of birds or just the ability to maybe see more at one time, then you might want to go outside to an open green space that preferably also has an open water source. There are a couple other things that you can do to help yourself with birding. First, there's this great book that I really love, all about the basics of birding. You can use binoculars and you can use other field guides if you'd like, but honestly, the best resource that I think for birding is right in your smartphone. There's some really good apps out there like the Merlin Bird app or iNaturalist that actually have all that information to help you figure out what animal you're looking at. Now, the science, they say, of birding is kind of to help you figure out a couple of ways to collect data really quickly so that you can figure out what an animal is based on a couple of different criterias. One of those criteria would be kind of what the size of your bird is. So this is actually straight from the Merlin Bird app, which is one of the reasons that I really like it. You don't have to know exactly how big that animal is, but if you can kind of guesstimate between other animals. Also looking at the silhouette of that animal. These have two very different silhouettes. And so being able to kind of use what that silhouette is to help you figure it out. Then also, this is from the Merlin Bird app as well, what season is it? Because different birds are in different places during that time of the year. So being able to know what their season is. But honestly, one of the things that really helped me is understanding behavior. Shorebirds or water birds are going to tend to be waiting, while your hawks and such tend to be way up in the air or perching on something high. So different behavior depending on where they are or what they're doing. That also kind of goes with where they are as well. So you're usually going to see your hawks up high. You're usually going to see your smaller birds hopping along the trees. And you're usually going to see your water birds wading in the water. So knowing kind of where their habitat is as well. Lastly, there are some field marks that are really great to kind of know to help you distinguish between small changes between certain birds. So this is from Audubon Society that kind of helps you figure out what those marks are, things like eye rings or throat patches and stuff like that. But a great part of birding is that you don't have to be perfect all the time. It's okay if you're not correct. One of the things that I tend to do is that I don't always get super specific, but knowing kind of the group that that bird is from. Oh, that's a type of swallow. Oh, that's a type of hawk. Or, oh, that's a type of finch. Those types of things are also ways to help you get going and feeling more and more confident about your ability to use that science and that data that you collect to be able to figure out what bird it is. Now, if you want some really cool experience on birding, there's something called the Great Backyard Bird Count that comes up in February every year, where you can use your knowledge and help scientists and community and citizen science to learn what birds are where. This is a really fun thing. We'll put all the information down underneath this video. It's a really great project to get part of, and it helps you practice, because nothing is going to help you out as much as practicing. Now, I hope you all get out there, use the science of birding, try to figure out some of those birds, and help scientists learn what birds are where. Thanks for stopping by today, everybody, and we'll see you again for our next Zoo Science.